This is Serena variformans. According to the book Jurassic Park it is, because that is not a plant that actually exists. So there's really no point in checking whether it fits the actual description of the plant in the fossil record, because there is no such plant in the fossil record. Still, in the book this is a Jurassic fern that is highly toxic and exists in Jurassic Park, but does not actually exist in the real world because it is extinct. A similar thing appears in the movie Jurassic Park. There it is called a variforman or a vermiform in the actual script. They changed it when they recorded the scene. And there it's a Cretaceous plant, so not quite as old as the one in the book, but that does make sense because the one in the book is a fern and the one we see in the movie is very clearly not a fern. We see it when Ellie Sattler grabs it in the build-up to the Brachiosaurus reveal.
Alan, this species of variforman's been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing isn't this thing. What?
And that one is clearly a more modern plant. So Serena variforman, or the variforman of no specific name, both are fictitious, often gets mentioned as a scientific error or logical error in the movie, because while they explain how they created the dinosaurs, they never explain how they create the extinct plants. It's even on lists of most egregious scientific errors in the movie just because they don't explain that, and that is just weird. I mean, let me read you this part from one of these lists. Okay, so the dinosaurs were cloned from 66 million year old blood, but how the heck did the plants get to Jurassic Park? Whatever genetic wizardry went into bringing extinct plant life back into the modern age is never explained in the movie. Okay, first of all, that's not a scientific error. Second of all, plants are very, very easy to clone compared to animals. It's so easy, we have been doing this for centuries. I am doing this right now. There's a plant being cloned behind my back, actually 2 of them. This is not hard. Plants can be cloned by themselves. They often clone themselves as a means of reproduction. As to where the genetic material to do that came from, well, you remember the dinosaur blood was encased in amber? Yeah, amber is plant material. It's literally fossilized tree sap, and if blood can survive within it, then so can the plant material, of course. And even if there's no mosquito in it, there will often be plant material in it, leaves or pieces of bark or stuff like that. So no problem. And if there is a mosquito in there, well, many people know this, but apparently not enough. Mosquitoes don't only drink blood. In fact, only pregnant female mosquitoes drink blood. Male mosquitoes and female mosquitoes that are not pregnant actually drink plant sap. So you are far more likely to find plant material in the stomach of a fossilized mosquito than you are to find blood. So the people who built Jurassic Park will probably have a lot of plant DNA. That is not a problem. And in fact, the book kinda hints that we have plant material from these specific plants that is very well preserved. Because you remember that in the book, Serena variformans was toxic? How would we know this from fossils? There's only one way we could know this from fossils, and that is if they are well enough preserved to actually contain traces of the toxin. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to clone plants. We are far more likely to find genetic material from plants than we are to find it from dinosaurs. So there's actually no problem at all with having plants in Jurassic Park that are extinct. Or at the very least, there are far less problems with that than with having dinosaurs